Hey y'all, welcome back to Best Living. It is me, your girl Joe, and today we are making fresh strawberry muffins. I recently went on a field trip with my daughter to a farm, yes, a real farm, and we were able to get some fresh strawberries that are just coming into season here in North Carolina. And today we're going to make a delicious recipe. So let's get right into the kitchen. So I am chopping all of our strawberries up. I am removing the stem and dicing them pretty small, enough to be a bite size, so something that you would want to eat. I am putting them in a colander to release any of the juice into a separate bowl, as not to water down our batter once we mix them in. So we sprayed our baking dish, and now we're going to add in our muffin liners. I get my liners from Home Goods or Marshalls when I see them. They're also available on Amazon or Michael's or like your AC Moore craft stores. These are the very nice large bakery type muffin wrappers, and I really prefer these when making kind of bakery home style muffins versus the little ones that you would have as a cupcake liner. I'm also going to respray each one of the liners just to make sure that our batter will release. We are now ready to assemble our dry ingredients. To my flour, I'm going to add baking soda and salt, as well as baking powder. I'm going to give all this a really good mix to make sure it's well combined. This recipe comes together very simply. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. We're going to whisk in our dry. We're going to switch to a different bowl, focusing on our wet, and then combine the two. To our bowl, we're going to add buttermilk. We're going to add in our sour cream, our oil, and we're going to add in 2 eggs. These cute little eggs are from my coworker. They raise chickens, and they are just the most beautiful blue hue egg that I've seen. Perfect for Easter. So I'm going to crack these into a separate bowl. Now we're going to whisk everything together. To our wet batter, we're going to also add some vanilla. Y'all know I love me some vanilla. And all measurements will be listed in the description box below. And we're going to mix in our sugar as well. Now this is a muffin recipe, so it is going to be on the sweeter side. And it's going to be absolutely delicious. We are mixing our sugar with the wet to help hydrate and to dissolve our sugar so that it will evenly distribute within our batter once we add it to the dry. I'm going to slowly add our wet to the dry, allowing the batter to come together slowly, making sure I don't overmix. Now you want to make sure you get all of your goodness out of your bowl, so make sure you scrape it down very well. You're going to mix until you no longer see any of your flour or any of the streaks. Now this will be a thicker muffin mixture. It is supposed to have a little bit of texture to it, that as you would a really nice fluffy pancake batter. Alright, so I'm going to switch to a spatula so that I can scrape down my sides. So here's the texture of our batter before we add our strawberries. Again, it is velvety. It is on the thicker side as you want it to hold, and this will produce a very nice crumble with the addition of the buttermilk and the sour cream. So our strawberries produce no juice, so we're just going to add them to our bowl and dust them with flour so that they will not sink to the bottom of our batter. You want to add enough flour to coat the strawberries. You're going to lightly fold in your strawberries, folding from the bottom up. Twirl and scoop, fold in. Just a few passes to make sure everything is combined. Now it's time to assemble the muffins. I am using a ice cream scoop or a cookie scoop to fill my muffin liners. So I'll take one scoop at a time and add in. Here's our streusel topping. It is brown sugar, butter, flour, and a little bit of cinnamon, all optional. I'm going to take a little bit and sprinkle just on each one. So these are our muffins. We're going to go into a preheated oven of 375 degrees for roughly 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your oven. And there you have it, our strawberry muffins. Moist, tender, and bursting with fresh strawberries. These are the kind of treats that make a house feel like home. I hope this recipe brings sweetness to your table and joy to your kitchen. If you give it a try, tag me so I can see your beautiful bakes. And as always, remember, you are loved, you are seen, and you are chosen of the Most High. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.